Hi everyone, my name is Urvin and in this video I am going to demonstrate my task 6.1 which focuses on the basic authentication and authorization. So in this task I have implemented a secure service using HTTP basic authentication and also using claim-based authorization policies. So this project is based on the robot controller API as from taken from the previous task, but I have extended the application by creating a new bounded context called user which will handle the authentication and authorization. So the main feature that I have included is I have discussed the basic authentication and the password hashing using the .NET Identify Password Hasher, and also I have implemented the role-based authorizations uh, through which I have protected the API endpoints using the policies. So in this project I have basically the controller folder, model folder, and the authentication folder. Along with that, I have the program.cs. So in this task, we'll basically focus on the authentication folder and the model folder. So first of all, in the user model, this it, the user model stores all the information regarding the user, which are ID, email, first name, last name, hash, description, and all. Similarly for the map, but But now I would like to explain the login model. So this login model will only use the email and password from the database table of the user model. So for the database, I have used the PostgreSQL that also auto increments the ID column and appropriate data types. So this database is used for registering the users and for storing the hash passwords. So now I would like to explain what is password hashing. So when a new user registers, the the .NET Core Identities password hasher class, it instead of storing the original password, the password is converted into a secure hash before saving into the database. So this improves the security even if the database is compromised or is leaked. So when a user logs in, that password is verified against that particular password hash. So now I would like to explain how the basic authentication involves using this. So the basic authentication, the client sends a credential in a format which starts with a basic, as you can see with the basic, and then it's uh, email and password. So email and password are separated by a double colon, and they are converted into a base 64 string and then sent to the authorization header. So the basic authentication handler basically does is it reads the authorization header that I've already told, which is basic, then the email, double colon, password. So it extracts the base 64 credentials, decodes it into separate things, email and password, retrieve the user from the database, and verify the hash of that password to claim, to generate a ticket and create claims accordingly. And if the authentication fails, the API returns a 401 code which says it is unauthorized. So here you can see authentication result dot fail means missing authorization header. So it will say 401 error. Similarly for this and for other cases for testing purposes. So, what is claim and authorization? After a successful authentication, I created claims for each user, like username and user role. So, for that, why there was a need? Because I have implemented the policies such as admin only or user only. In the program.cs, I am using app use authentication and app use authorization. So here you can see in the authentication and in the authorization part, it is basically the role based that will be using the claims. So here, eh, for a particular user, the user can only access according to the role. So for that, I have created these policies. So this increases the security purposes. So at last, I have successfully implemented a working authentication and authorization system using the basic HTTP authentication. Thank you for watching.